welcome back here today. Today I want to share the books haul of March. And eventually today I don't have a lot of books because we are in life-changing projects, so I wouldn't want to spend a lot of money and things that we don't really need or they are not priority needs right now. So I'm trying to promote my self-control and dump out a lot of books. So this one I think it works a little bit, but I definitely need to work in it. So however, let's start. The book that I want to share is Helen's Baby. It's a really beautiful vintage, of course, handmade book. You can see that all the bags and everything is made of fabric, and it's sealed, and everything is of course stamped and painted by hand, and it's really beautiful. I consider this book really charming. It's in English. I really actually very classic fancy English, and I like it a lot. I eventually found it so charming because it is about a brother and sister who exchange pen pal, and I love pen pal, and I think it gives a lot of historical background because they share a lot of their experience of their own summer vacations. She's already married. She have I think 4 children, if I remember well. He's on a student summer vacation in other country, and they have a really deep sentimental brother sisterhood. So I think it's really nice, and eventually I found that kind of books really as a treasure, because there's actually dedicated the first time. It was for Make Build 3 for Perkisonto, Portland, Oregon, and it is the first time that someone have this was in July 1902. So that's amazing, and it's the first edition was in 1881. No, I'm sorry. I already read it back. 1881. So it's a really good book. It's really calm. It's really fancy. Of course, it's really you don't have a big dramatic change or a big emotional changes, but it's really cool. I find it very nice, very different, and actually just that, if you love pen pal, you can afford a little bit how important was the mail in that time, because it's really cut the distance, and you have to wait a lot for them. So I think it's kind of magic to saw how important was that kind of communication in that age. So I find it beautiful. I really recommend that, and I love this book. So to the next one. This is the next one. Again, is a vintage book. This is made of fabric and is stamped. This book I found that is the old edition of Barquito de Vapor. I think it's a kids, teenagers editorial that I don't know, that make a really common and call for books with illustrations. This one I think it's for kids because it's so light, so playful, so nice, and actually it's like a long story for kids. I really like it. It's a really good English. Actually, I think it's beautiful. Actually, it's dedicated. I think it's not dedicated. It's just the past owner. It was Blanche Brooks, and it's really beautiful. This book is illustrated by hand. All the capital letters see all the copy letters are really beautiful, well done. So classic, so beautiful, and talk about Christmas, of course, in the point of view of rich or of plenty people who have a lot of wealthy. So it's really, eventually it's really beautiful. It's if a different story of that a common one that we share with our kids, and I really enjoy it. So let's see, the next one is Alice, the first book of Alice. To be honest, I have never read Alice before because I don't know, I don't feel like that interest in it. But my favorite illustrator, Rebecca Daltimer, illustrated this book. So that's why I saw it, because I recognized her style. I did like, I want it. And I found that Alice au Pays des Merveilles. This book is in French, so for me it was a little bit more difficult to read it, but it was awesome. I wasn't finished it, actually. I am in this part, but it was a really awesome experience. The illustration, let me see, the illustration is very beautiful. The thing is very flexible, and the pages are really high quality photograph, and I found it certainly beautiful. And the illustration of Rebecca Daltimer is beautiful. I really recommend her if you are interested in illustration and bouquets and things like that. And I think when I finish this book, I'm going to start the research to the second book of Alice. I think it's mirror something else, I don't know, but I'm really interested now in these books. So let's see, let's move to the next one. This is again a vintage treasure book, and this one I'm really interested in this one because I already read the last books. I have like when I was a child, I have like the Disney version that is like the illustration. I really cut it. When I was a teenager, I read, I think, the first part, where this is the second Jungle book, and eventually it's really interesting. I really like it because it gives me a lot of childhood. I don't remember that it was a really playful and enjoyable and wild book. It's well like pretty adventurous, and oh my god, I was really excited when I was reading it. And this one is beautiful. It's made by hand, stamped by hand, and is really old. So I feel kind of bad. This one, it have like 3 owners before, and this one, it gave me a lot. Like I have this one. I don't know if it is a Nazi stamp, and it means that it was allowed in the Nazi age in Europe, or it's just like Rudyard Kipling symbol, because I know that in India it's really common, that symbol. But if you know something about it, let me know, because I am not really good with that research. So, however, this is a really beautiful book. It's really well done, with a lot of fun. And actually, it excited me to saw the Disney movies before, and I remember that I enjoy a lot of the cartoon. But the live action of the Jungle Book is amazing. I know, like, right now I understand why Disney tried to make a lot more live actions, but I think the Jungle Book is the best one. It's really well done, and I enjoyed it a lot. And however, this book is a treasure, and I want to find the first book of this one to get that collection, but I wasn't able to find the first one in the vintage store. So I think maybe I need to go in the second-hand store, or maybe in a common bookstore library. Maybe there I'm going to be able to find them. But however, the more books is entertaining. I have this one. If this is a second-hand book, is The Absorbing Mind of Maria Montessori. Is a really interesting book. I learned a lot. Maybe if you are in education, psychology, or eventually it's you just like children, you are trying to find new ways of education for adults, for university, for maybe high school. It gives you a different point of view, and I really like how she is really respectful with humanity, with the title, with everything, and I love it. And I already finished it, and I have it next to my bed because I want to read it again to be sure that I really got this in my mind, like amazing. I really love it. And eventually in the second hard store, I found this book that is Everyday Mathematics. Is not everything like very hard. The thing is just a little nice. It's like really I don't know how to say that. It's a lot of real simple ways to practice your mathematics basically your day by day. I think it's because I'm not really good in mathematics. I think that, in the common ways, it's not like I'm sucks in it, but it's not my stronger part. So this is a book who give you like natural things that maybe you didn't apply in your day by day, but it's really simple to play it, and you are still practicing, and you give a little bit of strength to your brain to keep that things rounded. I don't know, I found it really interesting, and yeah, it's a recommendation. And sadly, this is all the books haul that we have today. So whoever, I hope that you enjoyed it. It's a little bit short, but they are really good books. If you are interested, don't worry, let me know. However, I'm going to try to link below the books that I found them. Maybe they are not going to be top intense ones, but if you're interested, the important thing is the art of reading. So thank you very much to be here again.